we're going to cook raw food cat recipe. So I'm going to modify it. So this is the original recipe for 2 kilograms of chicken thighs, 3-4 bones skinned. So chicken liver 200 grams, 400 grams chicken hearts, 2.5 liters of water, more is better, 4 egg yolks, and 2000 mg taurine, 2000 mg fish oil, vitamin B 200 mg, 2 IU vitamin E, iodized salt, and 4 tablespoons of psyllym powder. So I'm going to modify this recipe, and as you see what I have sea salt, which is coarse, I have vitamin B, I have iodine, I'm adding it a little bit, I have taurine, Psyllym Husk powder, vitamin E, and also eggs. I have 8 today, and this is what I prepared. I prepared the grinder, have a very good one, this brand. And also this is what I bought. I bought 2 chicken rib cages. I bought chicken thighs right here. So whatever was in the store, that's what I bought. And chicken liver, and also oh, I got 3, and also chicken hearts. So this is all I have for that recipe. And also I prepared big buckets where I'm going to mix it all, and let's get started. To prepare containers. Where are you going to store your food right after it's done? So this proved to be the best, and I like this one as well. So with the lid and tightness and everything, this one is good, and I think this one is okay. So they're not very big, as you can see, small tiny containers, which is great. So that gives you the portion for 1 meal for your cat. Out of the packaging, make sure there is no plastic wrap left in the food. So there is no it's not, because it will end up in your cat's stomach. So be very careful, aware of that. So unwrap and put the meat in the separate bowl. This is what I mean. So make sure there is no plastic wrap is left in the meat. So, and that's done. So put the plastic away, throw it away. Or your meat is having a cooked according to the standards, I'm going to use Clorox to clean the meat. So let's see. Bucket, I'm going to put 1/3, or maybe it's around 3 tablespoons of bleach into the cold water to clean the meat and dissolve it. Yeah, so make sure it's nice. And then I'm going to put all meat in this water. Rinse it. Make sure it's soaking in the bleach. So make sure all the bad bacteria is gone. By the way, meat is fresh, so it's not frozen. So I bought it from the store when it's fresh. So just make sure, yeah, just wash it. And the water is cold. It's cold water and bleach. And then rinse it with cold water again and put it back in the container and get ready to grind. I'm rinsing the liver and hearts again with cold water. Make sure it's rinsed really well, so nothing is left, like no bleaching left. Then we do it to avoid contamination and bacteria growth. That's it. That's good enough. And the same we're going to do with rib cages and chicken thighs. Speaking about rinsing off the meat, sometimes you can omit the step if you are in a hurry, but if your cat has stomach problems, I do recommend to do this step and never miss it. So don't miss the rinsing of the meat And again, sometimes I've done it without rinsing as well. So it's up to you to decide what to do. The interesting part where we take the chicken thigh, if you can see, and take the skin off, peel the skin off. All right, for sometimes we can just, if for this amount, I'm going to skin most of them and leave only 2 or 3 chicken thighs with skin on. So see, I just throw the skin off. And also with rib cages, I'm going to take them apart so they're suitable for the grinder, and make sure they fit in the grinder. So just you just make sure that you separate it in the piece that would go in the meat grinder. And again, I'm going to grind it all. I'm going to grind all the meat with the bones. So don't worry about the bones. The cats, they should eat bones because they have calcium in them, so it's all good. So don't worry about too many bones in the food for your cat. So just make sure the pieces would fit in your grinder. Comes the fun part, the grinding of the meat. So we're going to start with the easy pieces. So right here, my grinder doesn't have the opening, so but that's fine. This is the grinder that I have. Again, I found this is one of the best grinders. So turn it on. And here I have about $40 worth of meat. So this is the grinded chicken thighs and chicken rib cage, and this is grinded chicken liver and chicken hearts. Remember, you can mix the amount. This is what I found in the store today, and that can be varied. So you can add a little bit more of chicken thighs, a little bit more rib cages if you don't find any. But remember to always add chicken hearts and chicken liver together with your chicken thigh and chicken rib cage mix. So this is grinded together with bones. So there we go, around $40 for all of that as of today, December 15th, 2021. The price might change soon. This is like half a bucket of minced meat. I'm going to use filtered water, and I'm going to pour about 4 liters of water into this bucket. Yeah, don't be afraid, it's all good. So about 4 liters of water, adding it to the mixture. As you know, if you have neutered cats, they don't drink that much, and they might have the problems of developing crystals in their bladder. So the amount of water that I just added prevents them from kidney problems and those gallbladder and crystal problems. The recipe says there are egg yolks, but I'm going to add the whole egg And as you can see, for this amount, I'm going to add whatever I have at home. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 eggs. So that should do the trick, but you could add 10 eggs. Yeah, again, so I altered the recipe. So I showed you the original in the very beginning. So this is the altered recipe with 8 eggs for this amount. Psyllym husk powder. So the original recipe says 4 tablespoons, but I'm going to add, for this particular amount, as you see, quite a lot. I'm going to add 10 tablespoons of psyllym husk powder. The recipe says 2000 mgs for the amount that I show you, but because of this quite big amount, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of taurine. Yeah, 2 tablespoons, actually not 2. I'm going to add 1.5 tablespoons of taurine because I have quite a lot of chicken liver already in the mixture. Cats need iodine. I'm going to add few drops of iodine into the mixture. This is quite a big amount. I'm going to use 4 tablespoons of salt, and as you see, this is a non-iodized coarse sea salt. Vitamin E, and you can see this is 400 IU each. So the original recipe says 200 IU, but this is for the amount I told you. So I'm going to add this 1 capsule into the mixture, and that's it. Vitamin B 100 complex, and each 100. So this, each tablet has 100 mg. So I need 200 for the mixture that I showed you, but for this particular mixture, I'm going to use 4 capsules, 4 tablets of vitamin B. I'm going to use 6 tablets of vitamin D, and before putting them in the mixture, I need to make sure they're grinded. This is how I crush the tablet, see, for the mixture. Make sure all the tablets are crushed before putting them in the mixture. Here we go, adding vitamin B into the mixture. Oil, so this is the amount it has. It has 1200 mg. So according to the original recipe for the amount, we need we need 2000 mgs. So cats really love fish oil, and for the amount I have, I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 capsules of fish oil. Each capsule is 1200 mgs, and original recipe says 2000, remember that. But again, so for that big amount, I'm going to use this amount of capsules. Put the capsule into the mixture. I'm going to cut the tip of the capsule with the scissors right here, see? So it's open, and I'm going to put it in the mixture. This is how I squeeze it in the mixture. Oh, by the way, same with vitamin E, so it's also in the capsule, so you squeeze it in the mixture. Utilize the leftover eggshells and put them in the oven. I put 450 degrees and for about 5 minutes, and then grind them and add them in the mixture. These are the grinded eggshells, so I'm going to add around 2 tablespoons of grinded eggshells. Again, it's good for calcium source, for the proper bone health for your cat. There we go, 2 tablespoons of grinded eggshells. You can see the mixture became quite thick, not thin. So, and is ready to be put in the containers. So it became quite thick because of the psyllym powder and bones in it. So that's why it's quite thick. So again, so the amount is 4 liters I added into the mixture, and that's about 8 kilograms worth of food for your cat that will last probably for a month and a half. So it depends how he eats. So that will last around 2 months or maybe a month and a half for your one cat. So this time I'm going to put it in the container. So this is the container I'm using, and these are containers. Again, I told you which ones are good, which ones are inexpensive, and I am sure there's no BPA in them. So just make sure that the lid is nice and tight on them so they can last you longer. So keep them in the freezer. There we go. This is around 2 months worth of cat food, put in the small containers, sealed tight, and I'm going to put it in the fridge right now. As you can see, I don't have a very big refrigerator, so this is my refrigerator, kind of small, and I have a family of 4. And as you can see, I still have some stuff leftovers from the previous batch that I made. So how I use this, so I take one container out, and let it thaw naturally, and then just without even defrosting it. So I take it out, put it out for the day, and this is just leftovers from the previous day. And then once this container is done, I only have one, and then I'm going to take one more from the fridge and put it so it naturally defrosts itself, and that's it. It took me some time to organize the fridge and fit all that food worth of 2 months for my cat into the freezer, which is not very big. It is like very tiny freezer compared to Canadian standards, but see, it all fits right there, and it will also fit some food for the family of 4 people plus 1 cat over here. For this mixture, I add a little bit of UTI treats into this, so like couple maybe, and so the cat has the taste and not so much, so I try to eliminate that dry food. This is the food that my cat takes because he has urinary tract issues and crystal bladder, so I do recommend it, and bon appetit for your little kitty. His fur is nice and shiny, and the cat looks great. Do you like your food? Yes? I don't know. But he seems to be liking it with the treats. So bon appetit to your small kitty, to your big kitty. Enjoy the recipe. It took me around 1 hour to cook it with all the filming, but it could take less time if you know what you're doing.